That is very important to me. Alright, let me know if this is alright. Alrighty, welcome everybody. Let's jump into what may very well be our final best of one as we jump into our semifinals right afterwards, and our finals right after that. On the bottom right of Cloud Kingdom, we are going to see none other than MuppetNicke, the green Protoss, and at the bottom left, we are going to see none other than VanpleX, the purple Protoss, purple Power Ranger versus the green Power Ranger. Now, we all remember how that worked out. First of all, the purple Power Ranger actually didn't exist, so he's awesome. And the green Power Ranger was like the smart guy. He was like really smart. He was like really intelligent and could make stuff. He could make like robots and stuff, and it was awesome. Just wanted to point out the facts. Just wanted to point out the. Oh my gosh! Whoa, buddy! Whoa, calm calm your taters. And God bless you. Oh, VanpleX being the mannered manner. Don't need his help. Oh wow, and MuppetNicke, the atheist, the green Power Ranger atheist, says God. What's God? MuppetNicke, the quiet, good little Christian boy that he is, says, "Good luck, mister." He hands him a Bible. May the force be with you, MuppetNicke. May the force be with you indeed. This is best of three. This is best of one. I don't think they can hear me. Alright, everything's looking sexual. Let me know how we're doing here. It's good now? Thank you, Blastro. Thank you very much, man. I really do appreciate it. Let me know if you'd like me to tinker with it a little more. That's what she said. Got him. Alright, gas is going down. Actually, we are seeing MuppetNicke's gas going down a little bit earlier than his opponent. Cybernetic score is going down just about the same time. Just a tad later for VanpleX. And buddy, the McZappy goes down this little gateway, just pointing at him. It's kind of like that Mona Lisa that just keeps looking at you no matter where you go. This gateway's just staring at him, staring him down. Oh, kind of creepy. Oh, and as it loses vision, it actually stops. That's funny. Oh, baby. So, let's see. What are we going to see from these two players as we do see the second gas for VanpleX going down here? Are we going to see Zealot Stalker? We're seeing Zealot Sentry. We're seeing Zealot Stalker moving on out. And the saturation is going down here. So right now, VanpleX is almost giving mixed signals as we do see a lot of Chrono Boost going down. Now VanpleX almost looking like he's foregating, but at the same time we are going to see the robotics facility going down, and I would bet that we are going to see a 2-gate robotics facility going to be the structure of choice, and we'll find out the hard way as the second gas assimilator is going down for good old MuppetNicke at the top right of this map. One Zealot, one Probe, one Stalker. Both players could just move out right now and pretty much look identical. Looking like they're both foregating each other, but they're not. Looks like VanpleX is going to have a little edge with the gas as well as with the gas production. One more gate going down. Are we going to get a third gate? Still a lot of Chrono Boost here for both players. And the robotics facility going down also for MuppetNicke. So we're seeing 2 gateways and a robotics facility. I do think for VanpleX we did see the third gateway go down. And there it is. 3 gates and a robo. No sentry right now. Here the first sentry pops out, but if he was 4-gated right now, he would have a very hard time defending it as we don't have a sentry coming out, and this would just be one force field, and eventually the units would get by. But taking a little bit of a risk here, he is going to be just fine as no 4-gate is going down. All coming down to good scouting here. VanpleX being confident in the knowledge that he's been able to gather. Nice saturation going down on the main. Are we going to see an expansion going down here? Or is this going to turn into some one-base shenanigans here as we do see the robotics, as we do see an Immortal coming out, as well as an Observer at this third gate now being plopped down. It'll be way later than his opponent. Whoa, that force field. I think he actually misclicked that force field a little bit. But it's okay, as he is saying, ha 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 ha. Saw that. MC. MC. MC is the call. MC. No expansion going down for either player here. Both players literally working with the same framework, as it looks like. Nice Observer is going to be able to scout everything that's going on, saying, hey, deja vu, it looks just like what I'm doing. Where you do see 3 gates and a robotics facility, 3 gates and a robotics facility. However, VanpleX's 3 gates look a bit cleaner than his opponent's. Buddy. VanpleX, MuppetNicke. Both players kind of just sitting back here, and the expansion does go down for MuppetNicke, as he does have the closest tower to his opponent. And do we have the wonderful Mighty Colossus? We do have the Colossus tech on the way. Looking like this is going to turn into a one-base Colossus push. Either with 1 Colossus or 2 Colossus. Colossi always the dominant unit in the majority of PvPs that we see. Now this is going to come down to MuppetNicke being able to defend it. It's going to be a little bit difficult. We do see the War Prism coming out from VanpleX, which I really like this, because we see he could make another Immortal. He does have two Immortals being extremely strong, and here we are going to have some units pushing forward. 2 Immortals going to take so much damage off of these Stalkers. Force Field's just adding insult to injury here. This War Prism being timed out almost very nicely, almost. If it was made just a tiny bit sooner, or maybe 1 more Chrono Boost, it would have been done just in time for the Colossus to be on its way. Right now it looks like we are seeing some kind of contain here. However, that might be exactly what VanpleX wants his opponent to think. Expansion is now warping in, so we are a bit oversaturated on the main. We could aim to bring off about 8 probes and bring them down to the natural. War Prism, I think, has gone undetected now. Forge is going down, as well as a 4th gateway, so we aren't seeing the Colossus tech coming out either from here. And do we have a Warpin? We do have a Warpin right now. VanpleX trying to put on some aggression behind enemy lines here. Colossus tech is now going down, as we do see 4 gates. MuppetNicke hanging out in front of the natural. Alrighty, and the units moving forward. 1 force field taking out a nice chunk of units here. These Stalkers unable to do really any damage, just taking out the shields, but that's just temporary damage. As we do see the warping of two Zealots, 1 Stalker moving on into the main of MuppetNicke's, and we have the warping to deal with it. Yes, we do. Right now, it looks like VanpleX is feeling alright to take his expansion a bit later. But at the same time, he is going to be able to put on a little probe harassment here as the probes run for their dear lives. Maybe these Zealots not doing too much damage, but damage that they did do was delay. And the question here is, did that delay, pulling off those probes, did that equalize VanpleX grabbing his Nexus a bit later than his opponent? We do see a classic composition here. 1 Colossus standing tall and proud, 2 Immortals backing him up, a few force fields to go ahead and deal with any kind of Immortal pushes. Stalkers in the back. I would like to see a lot more Zealots, to be honest, but we'll see what kind of magical composition VanpleX wants to move into the mid game with here. Sexual Chrono Boost on. I do that all the time. I bet all of you do this all the time, where you do that Chrono Boost, and you do the Chrono Boost first, and then you do the hotkey, and then you realize you don't have enough money for the upgrade, and you're like, what can I do now? You can't really take it back. You can't really just cancel an egg, or you can't, you know, just gotta roll with the punches, man. Just let the Chrono Boost go. Just let it go. That's all you can do, man. 3 Immortals, little pack of Stalkers, only about 2 Force Fields in the bank, little pack of Zealots. Right now, it does look like VanpleX is going to have the army, a big army advantage. Saturation is just about finished on the natural, as you do see this War Prism moving up again to put some more and more harassment down. I don't think that harassment made VanpleX even, but it is going to help him. It is going to help him quite a bit. Units moving. Oh, is his spider sense tingling? Oh, we do have 4 Stalkers here, though. They're not quite going to be able to catch his War Prism as it arrives to the base. They will be in the right general area. More and more units. It looks like right now we are just in a 2 base versus 2 base shenanigans going down. Both players want to saturate the 2 bases and move on forward. Colossus upgrade is going down. Thermal nets for Muppet. I wouldn't be surprised for VanpleX to already have that down. 2 Zealots to put on some harassment. These Stalkers look like they are going to be able to deal with the War Prism, actually, possibly take it out. No blunkage for you, though. Actually, well, now just starting the blunkage. Let's see if these Colossus have the thermal range yet. Of course they do. Of course they do. They actually might not. No, of course they do. 5 gateways total and 6 gateways total. Now the 3rd is going down for good old MuppetNicke. It's nice because taking this 3rd actually takes out some of the area that War Prism can go. It can't just fly across here without being seen. It needs to go way up here and hug the upper rim of the map. And the massing of units is going down. Splink Stalkers, Colossus, and a few Sexual Immortals going down here. VanpleX moving forward with his Observer, trailing little by little behind. Let's go ahead and look at the upgrades. We are seeing 1-1 versus the magical 1+1. So in upgrades, VanpleX is going to have an advantage. He is going to also have an advantage with the Colossus. Right now they are almost even on the Immortal count here. And these Stalkers walking into harm's way here. These Immortals got to do serious damage. We do have a lot of Zealots just herping in the background, though, and these Force Fields look like they are going to be able to do a lot of damage here. I actually do think MuppetNicke is in a really good position right now. These Immortals can just almost one-shot the Colossus here, but he doesn't want to get too cocky. Doesn't want to get too peanutty. However, he does have his 3rd on its way. And just the fact that he's able to hold and keep his 3rd is going to give him, is going to make him feel real good as his main is just about unsaturated right about now. We do see it running over. Oh, baby. And the Manarding of one now. Just about when these probes get there, this base is just about to be saturated. We are seeing the manor over to the gas, the geysers, and VanpleX needs to take his 3rd, or he needs to come up with a very powerful he needs to come up with a very powerful punch, very powerful attack. We do see more and more upgrades going down. I think he does have double robotics facilities churning out right now. Now, the only unfortunate thing about this robot, I like this placement of the robotics and the forges. That just looks right, you know. It looks uniform. It looks convenient. However, I would love to see these robotics facilities more up here, just a little closer to his opponent. And these forges, I actually like to see a little closer to the Nexus or to one of these Nexus, but it looks beautiful nonetheless. Alright, both players moving out. Let's go ahead and look at the unit production. The supply. We have 159 to 139 right now. Good old MuppetNicke grabbing his 4th base. It's going to have an advantage, a unit supply advantage, but does VanpleX have the Colossus count to overpower his opponent? These Immortals need to survive the early engagement so that they can pew down these Colossus. It looks like the Colossus will be able to overpower the army. One Colossus getting picked off for just about free. He is able to take out something, though. Right now, VanpleX is probably, right now, MuppetNicke is probably a little scared right here that VanpleX is going to push forward. VanpleX on 2 base right now. Might be able to close this down. If we can get a nice sexy pack